Common Cause New York owes a great debt of gratitude to Susan Rubenstein, our board chair, and one of the co-chairs of tonight's events. She's a tireless champion of reform and a tactful and insightful leader. Please thank her with your applause. These are challenging times for those of us who believe in government and making it work. Skepticism about government and its ability to reform itself is at an all-time high, fueled too frequently by the inability of our elected leaders to put self-interest aside and address the problems that the majority of Americans and New Yorkers face. Friends and supporters sometimes seem dismayed by the time it takes to build the political will to tackle our governance problems. I believe we're up to the challenge. In the words of John Gardner, we are all faced with a series of great opportunities brilliantly disguised as insoluble problems. Certainly, our three honorees provide us with inspiring examples of looking past the obstacles to find the opportunities. We at Common Cause New York have also been working hard to capitalize on the opportunities that Leo Hindry, Bill Samuels, and Adelaide Gummer have framed for us. This has been an extraordinary year of redefinition at the state and the national level. Occupy Wall Street has been part of that redefinition, a movement which began in New York, but has spread throughout the country and the world. Occupy Wall Street has redefined the conversation, using the information and research on the negative impact of political money that we at Common Cause and other good government groups have helped to provide. But it's not Occupy Wall Street's mission to provide specific solutions to the problems they have so vividly evoked. It's our job at Common Cause New York to propose workable solutions. And in fact, we've been working on precisely these problems. How we make government more accountable to the people and not simply those with money and power has been the core mission of Common Cause since its founding. We've long advocated for public financing of elections. Now we're working at both ends of the political spectrum to bring this needed reform to New York. We're working with Occupy Wall Street to provide information and expertise about public funding systems and how they work in answer to the occupiers' call to get money out of politics, pointing to the successful models in New York City and Connecticut we've helped to pass and evolve. But we're also working with coalition partners and business leaders around the state on a new and exciting venture, New York Lead, to bring the political will necessary to finally pass public funding of elections in New York State. When I spoke to you last year, Common Cause stood alone in opposing a weak and ineffectual ethics reform measure. We believed that the state could do better, and Governor Patterson agreed with us, vetoing the measure. And I'm pleased to tell you that this year, Governor Cuomo signed a stronger ethics reform measure into law. In New York, as in the rest of the country, we're about to experience a massive redefinition of our political landscape, the result of the decennial redrawing of our political districts. Much ink has been spilled and many voices have been raised protesting the fact that here in New York State, legislators control the process, resulting in famously gerrymandered districts, districts that unfairly advantage incumbents and entrenched political interests. We do indeed have a redistricting process that allows legislators to choose their voters, instead of voters choosing their legislators. Yet the legislature has proven intractable to reform. We at Common Cause New York have an answer to the legislature. Our redistricting blog, Mapping Democracy, provides demographic information and analysis that shows how applying good government principles and criteria can result in a fair, non-politicized redistricting map. Working with a Citizens Advisory Committee, including academics, one of whom is here with us today, Jerry Benjamin, and headed by Common Cause New York board member Sean Coffey, we're drawing the only set of statewide reform maps for both houses of the state legislature and Congress, the Common Cause reform maps. Fair redistricting can be done, and we intend to make New York a beacon for how it should be done. By simply issuing the Common Cause reform maps is not enough. We need your participation to make this not an alternative, but a reality. I'm pleased to welcome Sean Coffey to the stage to talk to you about how you can participate in in the Citizens Redistricting Committee. Sean.